Have you ever imagined what it would be like if the Detroit Lions, the team we all love, managed to bring in a talent like Marquise Brown to strengthen their offense even more? As a Lions fan, I can barely contain my excitement just thinking about how this move could transform our 2025 season. I don't know about you, but the idea of seeing Jared Goff with another high-level weapon alongside Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Jameson Williams is something that makes me dream of our great rise in football. Let's explore why Marquise Brown, with his speed and playmaking ability, would be the perfect fit for the Lions and what he could bring to the team. Let's face it, the 2024 season is about to end with the Kansas City Chiefs battling for the Super Bowl, and right after that, the league's attention will shift to the 2025 offseason. The Chiefs have tough decisions to make, especially concerning their free agents. And among the players with uncertain futures, one name that really catches my attention is Marquise Hollywood Brown. The guy has talent, but let's be honest, his season has been somewhat frustrating. With a shoulder injury, he was limited to just 2 games, totaling 91 yards and 9 receptions. And of course, he wasn't a huge factor during the playoffs, except for a solid performance against the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game, where he had 3 receptions for 35 yards. Now, I know many may look at these numbers and think, does he have what it takes to shine in 2025? Well, for us Lions fans, this is exactly the kind of risk we're willing to take. The key issue here is that, despite a down year, Brown has massive potential. He showed in previous seasons before the injury that he can be a dominant wide receiver, and the prospect of having him as a reinforcement for our offense is exciting. I don't know about you, but for me, the idea of having a fast and skilled receiver like Brown alongside St. Brown and Williams makes me have high hopes for the future. The Chiefs will probably try to keep Marquise Brown, but the numbers don't lie, and the free agent market will be wide open. Will Brown find a new home? The Detroit Lions are one of the teams that should look at him with interest, and this is where it starts to get exciting for us Lions fans. The Lions are in a strategic position. After a season of ups and downs, with a painful playoff elimination by the Washington Commanders, Detroit has many changes ahead. They lost key coordinators and now need to reinforce certain areas of the team, including the wide receiver position. However, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Jameson Williams are already solid targets for Jared Goff, making the wide receiver position one of the least concerning for the Lions, but still important. And here's where Marquise Brown enters the picture. Although the Lions have reliable options like St. Brown and Williams, our offense needs a third piece to complement and expand Goff's options. And who better than Hollywood? Brown has speed, explosiveness, and a unique ability to shake off defenders, and that could be exactly what our offense needs to become even more unpredictable and dynamic. Just imagine, in key moments, Jared Goff throwing the ball to Brown, a player who can change the game in an instant. Of course, we can't ignore the fact that the Lions have some uncertainties. Tim Patrick, our third wide receiver, is about to become a free agent, which puts our receiving core at risk. Khalif Raymond is under contract, but he's not viewed as a key piece for the future. This opens the door for a player like Brown to be seen as a necessity to complete the Lions' offensive unit. And as a diehard fan of our team, I can imagine that adding a wide receiver of Brown's caliber would be a move that all of us would celebrate. After all, what could be more exciting than having 3 great receivers on our team? But, of course, there are obstacles. Brown's price tag is something to consider, and the numbers don't lie. Estimates suggest that he could land a 2-year contract worth around $15.9 million. Now, looking at it from a Lions fan's perspective, that might seem a bit high. But is it worth investing that money to ensure a stronger, more unpredictable offense? I definitely think so. We need a constant threat in our passing game, and Brown's presence could really take the weight off St. Brown and Williams' shoulders, allowing each of them to focus on their strengths. The diversity in our offense would be something really exciting. Moreover, the question of how well he would fit into our offensive system is something that's been on my mind. But honestly, I believe Marquise Brown has what it takes to quickly adapt to the Lions' style of play. He wouldn't need to be the primary star, but he'd be an ideal complement to our other receivers. With Brown's speed and skill, our offense will become even more dynamic and difficult to predict. Again, just imagine our offensive line working with another weapon. Goff would have more options, more opportunities to exploit opposing defenses, and lead the Lions into a new era of success. This addition could even elevate the competitiveness in the NFC North. The Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings, our direct rivals, are already strengthening their teams, and we can't afford to fall behind. Marquise Brown would bring an element of speed and depth that our opponents would have to respect. In a division where defenses are trying to adjust to potent offenses, being able to rely on an offensive lineup with three-caliber wide receivers would be a huge strategic advantage. Imagine the matchups between the Lions and Bears, with both teams going receiver for receiver, challenging each other every moment. For us Lions fans, that only increases the excitement of seeing how our team could stand out in the coming years. Another point we can't overlook is the chemistry between Marquise Brown and Jared Goff. The Lions quarterback has already shown that he can lead Detroit's offense confidently, and adding Brown to his list of targets would be a huge advantage. Goff, who has been criticized for his inconsistent ability to throw deep, could greatly benefit from a receiver like Brown. Brown's explosiveness in the open field could open up opportunities for Goff, allowing him not only to move the chains safely, but also to create chances for risky, high-impact plays. The dynamic between the two could be a key factor in our team's success. Of course, the NFL is unpredictable, and nothing is guaranteed. Even though the idea of Marquise Brown joining the Lions is exciting, there's still a lot we need to consider. Will the price he demands be viable within the team's financial limitations? And more importantly, will he accept a supporting role on a team with so many young, promising stars? Brown's future in 2025 is uncertain, but what I do know is that, as a Lions fan, I'm rooting for him to join us and help us take the next big step toward a title. So, Lions fans, what do you think about this possibility? Are you as excited as I am about the idea of seeing Marquise Brown shine in Detroit? Or do you think we should continue betting on our young stars and look for a different kind of reinforcement? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video and want to keep up with the market moves that could change the Lions' future, follow our channel. Here at Lions News Fan Report, you'll always find the most detailed analysis and behind-the-scenes coverage of our beloved team. Let's cheer together for 2025 to be the year of the big breakthrough.